Glad to have you back as CVOP this morning. A Labour Party governorship candidate in Anambra State, Dr. George Moghalu, has suspended his campaign for 1 week in protest against the killing of 4 people, including a pregnant woman, at Onitsha Main Market, allegedly by operatives of the government-backed Ocha Brigade. In a press statement on Wednesday, Moghalu condemned what he described as a disturbing pattern of killings across the state under Chukwuemeka Soludo's administration. In his words, from Udogachi to Akadi and now Ocha Brigade, Anambra has been witnessing a disturbing pattern of killings and violence. This is no longer governance. This is tragedy, end quote. Moghalu argued that Anambra has become unsafe under Soludo, where citizens are not only threatened by criminals, but also by those wearing government uniform. We have in us and this to help make sense of this. We'll be joined, like I told you earlier, from Abuja by Mazi David Iwoma, who happens to be an esquire and also a political and public affairs commentator. And we also have Elder Lekia Christian, a public affairs analyst, social justice crusader, and president Niger Delta Coalition Against Violence. And we've been joined also by Honorable Tobe Abdurazak Balogun, who happens to be the Lagos State governorship candidate in the 2023 election under the AAA political party. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for being part of today's conversation. This is Honorable Tobe Abdurazak Balogun. Here in Lagos, I think that was last week or thereabouts, we also, there was an information about how a particular individual who actually migrated from another party to another one, now left Labour Party for ADC, and we know, or rather people in Lagos are aware that he wants to contest for the gubernatorial seat here in Lagos State. But we learned that security operatives handed him, barricaded the environment, pushed him away, and that same venue was being used by the ruling party now to carry out their campaign. Now, my question should be, what does this really have to do? What does this portend? And how does this impact also on people who are already losing interest in voting and, all the election activities?
I would say good morning anyway. Good morning. I say this particular incident that you have mentioned is sadly and very condemnable in all sense of statement that anybody that is reasonable will say that you have to go through that length to stop people from expressing their political liberty to migrate from whatever party to another party. The problem we have in the Nigerian political system is still there till date, and that is the problem of the way we transition from the military rule to civilian. We are not actually very civil enough. The civic education is not there enough, so everything they want to do is to just use force. Like they might just have to deal with the weaker ones. And here we have people that are bearing arms, thinking because of what they carry as weapon, they can deal ruthlessly with anybody that does not fall in line with whatever they intended to do. And as a result, they are not ready to accommodate opposition. And in any democratic setting, what makes democracy, if we are going to adopt it as a system of government, truly, what makes democracy to flourish is opposition. There must be an active opposition that will hold the ruling party on their juggernaut and make them to continue to work across the clock. But now they don't want anybody to criticize them. Their own pattern of doing things is just like the traditional system where we have everybody praising it. If the king is doing well, we praising him. If he is doing wrong, we praise him. So I think it stems from cultural background as I don't know whether it's Nigeria or as Africans, but at least what I know of the traditional system is that the king is always right. Everybody must praising him at all costs. But now we are in a democratic setting. The blood of such terrorism or oppression is still ruling in the veins. Not in the veins of the people that are leading us. I don't see any justification for you to try to stop people from expressing their. See, at the end of the day, it does not really count. If voters are going to vote against you, they will still vote against you. If they are going to vote for you, they are going to vote. No matter how much you try to oppress them. If you look at the last election in Lagos, the presidential election especially, the ruling party lost Lagos State. The ruling party lost Abuja. The ruling party lost it lost Kano. And these are the places where we have the majority of registered voters. Despite all the shenanigans they try to put. So I think it is uncalled for. What they should do rather is to continue to give good governance. Where opposition will find it difficult to come on board and contest against them. All this what they are doing is calling them low the more, is putting them in serious trouble the more. What happens in Anambra that was just related to us is something that is appalling. Those people that were killed, they are just innocent bystanders. Where were they killed? It doesn't really count on the day of election. It doesn't really mean people are not going to still go and vote for whomsoever they are going to vote for. We should stop oppressing each other. Good governance is the key to winning any election. Instead of going through this, I think I congratulate with my brother Daddy for experiencing such an awkward situation. And those people that were injured, I hope they are getting better as of today.
Thank you so much, Honorable Abdulrazak. Thank you for your submission.